Hello, Centipede. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today's video is about creative burnout and how I've been feeling this month of January. I know the previous video diaries we've probably talked about this, but right now this is like a recurring theme in my life. I promise y'all, when I get something a lot more interesting to talk about in a visual diary, we will talk about it. But let's jump right into it. So, you know how when you have like a favorite candle and you love the scent so much you burn it every day, all day, the candle wax slowly starts to disappear until you have that coating at the bottom and it's too far away from the wicks. Like, you can try to burn that candle all you want to, but that candle is not going to burn because it's too far away from the wicks. Like, the wax is gone. And then you just sit there thinking about, like, wow, I should have preserved the candle because I got it at a deal and it's the last one and I loved it so much. Now it's too late and I'm on Amazon for hours upon hours upon hours trying to find his candle. But I'm never going to get that candle back because it was the last one. This is exactly how I would describe my creative burnout. I love creating so much that I exhaust myself, and then I try spending forever to look for ways to get that stuff back, instead of realizing that there is probably a candle out there that I like more than I like the first one. You do know we're talking about creative burnout, not candles, right? Okay, I was just making sure. We're keeping up with each other. And I didn't think I would ever find myself feeling creative burnout, because how can you get tired of doing something you love? I do it all the time. I love it. And it was never my intentions to become a creator. So another way of how can I get burned out if it was never my intentions to be a creator. In fact, I was ready to sign myself up for a nice cubicle and live my life as a clog in the machine with no issues. And I'm still kind of okay with that. But that was until I found out I could monetize something I do for fun and will always enjoy doing. I didn't realize that some of the enjoyment came from it not being a job. Now, I have bills racking up and I have wants of bigger things because everyone in my field is doing amazing. Congrats to them. I just want to be like them. Really. I really do. I want the partnerships, the fun brand trips, the hostings of parties, and of course, the photo shoots. If anyone wants to give me tickets to a red carpet event, I wouldn't be mad at it. The pressure is already getting worse. And I think I talked about this in another video diary where I spoke about how hard it is to try and keep up. And that's how I feel. And I know a lot of people relate. And it's just, how, if you feel like it's hard to keep up, how do you think we feel? How do you think I feel? I'm in here day to day with these people and they're talking about all these new things and all these crazy things, and I'm just, I don't have that yet. And then I really just start to question myself, and then I become lost, and then I think to myself, you know what? They're way older than me. Of course they're ahead. But then you see a 10-year-old who's buying a mansion, and then you run out of excuses because they're 10 and they're buying a mansion. And the only excuse you have left is you might not be worth it. You know, you might not be worthy of having this job. You can't keep up. You're not as fast as everybody else. You're not growing as fast. Your views aren't as high as everybody. It's a struggle. But then you have to sit back and think it's not true. And we know that it's not true, but the little voice never stops. They never give up. They're relentless, and no matter how tired I physically feel, knocked out on the floor of the living room tired, the voice is always there, and it never gets tired. It's always that energetic pipping noise in the back corner of your mind that you're never enough, and you never will be enough, and it keeps going until you try your best to make it stop. And I have been practicing, but I'm not the best at it yet. I find that no longer looking at comments telling me they hate what I love is actually not beneficial or even decent criticisms. And in fact, they only just fuel the voice in the back corner of my head, because now the voice has evidence, and you never want to give the voice evidence. It's like the worst thing to give it. And so I sit there and I can try as hard as I want to find that person that they talk about, that they love so much, that picked up a phone and filmed absolutely nothing. But I can't. Because when I try to find her, I look back and I cringe at her. Because I left her for a reason. I want to grow. And you can't grow holding on to who you used to be. I had to find a new candle. And before this candle is done, I may find an even better one. Who knows? I love candles. I think that the best thing about growth is the personal change you experience, where you take a piece and leave the rest and search for something new. But that's just how I feel about personal growth and feeling tired and creatively burned out. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know how long this video or this voiceover is, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I have some fun videos coming out for you guys. Hopefully this time I'm trying to stick to my word. I told you I was going to be consistent. That's why I didn't drop in January, because I knew I wouldn't be consistent until like February. I wouldn't be able to find time in January. I was so busy. But now I have time and I'm working hard. No matter how tired I get, I'm working hard. I'm pushing. I have to find an editing style that I love and a way that I want to present my content. So if you see a lot of changes happening, you see intros here, no intros there, different text, different fonts, just know that I'm finding a groove. And once I get in my groove, everything will go a lot more smooth. But as always, thank you guys for being there and supporting me through all these changes, through all these grooves, through all these different things happening. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.